Welcome back to Toy Art. My name is Zach Kinsella. I'm your host and a wonderful comic artist. About to talk to you about the art and design of Super7's Starscream's Ghost, an Ultimates figure that I never thought I'd really, in any toy line, ever see. Here he is. Ghostly, glittery, spooky, dorky. A few of the words that I just love about this figure. A huge Transformers fan growing up, personally. G1 for life, right? I have a pretty big Studio Series 86 collection, and so when this was announced, over a year ago, and put up for pre-order, I was like, this bad mamma jam will be mine. Quite a bit bigger than those Studio Series 86 Transformers. So I have 3 or 4 different Starscreams at this point, including my vintage one. But really what I wanted to talk about with this one is just Super7 just doing unique things. That's really their groove, and that's why I'm so stoked that they're around, is that they do some crazy stuff do some real deep cuts. I never thought I'd see a Starscream's Ghost in an action figure format. I mean, what's next is when they do the scan of Megatron into Galvatron. Let's get a half figure, right? I think Hasbro has one of those now that I think about it. But anyways, I really want to talk about the art and design of this bad mamma jamma. If you don't know, that's what this channel is all about, is art and design of action figures. So really we're going to talk about all those good things that go into art and design. Makes my channel a little more unique. Subscribe, hit the like button before we jump into it. Boop, boop. There we go. Let's do it. All right. He is here. I ordered this a billion years ago, it feels like, but I think the week was worth it. We'll get into it. So if anyone knows me pretty well, I love ghosts. I love Transformers. The Ghost of Starscream was such a wonderfully goofy thing afterwards, but hey, let's get into it. So this is the packaging. Starscream down the side. Can't really tell because I'm a dingus, but here we go. Starscream. Decepticon logo on the back. Ultimates up top. Like a mullet. Party in the front, party in the back. Alright. And he's a little hard to see in this light. But here's our Starscream. Here's the packaging. Nice purple fade for our wonderful Decepticons. I'm going to open them up, but I'm going to do this in fast forward so you don't have to listen to all this crinkling and crackling and whatnot. So, yes, I open everything. Shock and awe. Alright, Ultimate Starscream. He is translucent all the way through. I'm going to show off this is great. Honestly, I'm pretty stoked that I ordered this. So, let's start off. We usually do things here with the turnarounds. I'm going to start with the accessories first, since this was an unboxing. And you can see he has some see-through glittery hands. Hopefully, there we go. These hands, a lot of people, we joke about that Super7 doesn't give us very many, they give us, slightly varied hands. But Starscream's is hey, I'm holding guns, hey, I'm reaching out. That's really it with these. What I'm more so stoked on are these heads. So, not only do you have an even more devious smirking head than the other one that's already smirking there, which you already also get. God, these are hard to see. It's a cool effect. They look so much cooler in real life. But this is the head of the toy of Starscream, the original G1 toy. So that's a nice shout out. It's a little smaller than the other ones. Still got the glitterati happening right here. So you have 2 heads. Let me get my X-Acto out of here. Don't want to stab myself. So, 2 heads. better than one. 4 hands. And they're all glittery, which I think is really neat. So, let's get into what I usually do. Talk about a turnaround of the sculpt and then the paint job, right? So, I have Starscream here. I'm going to do a turnaround. Front, side, back. Side again. Right up front here. Let's bring them close. You know, it's like the nice thing with these Super 7's is that they're not too complex. This is a very smooth character. There's no like battle damage on him. He's fairly posable, but all the surfaces are rather slick. And like I said, it's hard with the light here. Just up there goes his wing. Cool. So the wings come off easily. There's a perf. There's a fun thing, and they come right back on very easily too. So. They're also very posable. And he's got, like I said, there's not a whole lot to say about it. I just think like the way they've made this is extremely cartoon accurate, which I'm very happy about. His guns pivot and move. He's very slick. He's like feels like one of those like translucent troll dolls. Like he's very, very that new smell, that new plastic smell, right, friends? He's just irradiating it right now. It is a wonderful day for me. Yeah. I would say the sculpt is pretty fantastic. It captures the essence of Starscream. You know, I'll bring him up a little bit closer here. So you can see, like, he's got, like, this is more of this is the one he came with out of the package, the devious, smirking sculpt. Right over here. He's ready to undermine Megatron at the drop of a hat. I do like this more than I like the Transformers Red. It is taller. It does have some more posability in the feet. But overall, this is a nice, sturdy, weighty figure. Like, I'm holding it here and I'm like, yeah, this does, even though he's translucent, it doesn't feel like they skimped on the plastic. And I think that's a really big deal. Because I was like, when I got this, I was like, man, I was holding this compared to the other one I got is Optimus Prime. And, like, that is a weighty figure. This is not. But it also doesn't feel cheap. You know, like, I can't get over... We're just going to go right into paint. I can't get over this glitter. It is so good. I think that, like, man, it was a pretty fantastic way to go with, like, Starscream's ghost always had, like, kind of like that energy crackle around him. And he was the only Transformer that I know that had a ghost. Everyone else was like, there was some like weird mysticism around, like when they went to the Autobot barge of the dead. I don't know what the hell it was called. But that was a cool episode, wasn't it? When they're like, ooh, it's spooky in here, dead Autobots. As a kid, I ate it up, and as an adult, I still do. Just like I'm eating up all this glitter inside over here. Gosh, he's so cool. And like when you see him, like, it's kind of funny because and I'll take some more shots, of course, but when you see him, like, this is a very harsh light source, but when you see him standing there, you're like, oh man, this is such a cool figure. That glitter is so well done. It covers every piece of the plastic. They didn't skimp on the back, the bottom, nothing. Like, I really feel like I got my money's worth with this Starscream, and he just looks like he's just ready to start something all the time. I'm not sure if I'm going to switch out some hands. These are like his fist hands, but I kind of like the hands when they're like this. Like he's like, I'm going to start something. So yeah, here's Starscream, and really, like, there's not a whole lot to say about him. I think he's a wonderful piece. Super 7 Ultimate's really, the weight is sometimes excruciating. I feel like I ordered these like a decade ago and they just came in. But also now I'm like, okay, cool. The stuff that was supposed to come in, the Series 2, which I ordered of Megatron and Grimlock, won't be coming for a while. So I can, you know, that's future Zach's problem. Alright, so this has been the Art of Starscream. Super 7 Ultimate's Ghost of Starscream.
Excuse me. One thing I will point out is that the only thing that's not solid plastic is this, pelvic region. That's all squishy. But that's there for posability, baby. You gotta have trade-offs. Alright, so one of the things, like, just to wrap it all up here, I think this is probably the standout for me of this first wave. I only got 2 of them. I didn't get the other ones. Kind of low-key thinking I might go back and get one of the crazier ones. Not the bombshell, but the other one. Can't believe it's escaping me. Much of the comment here. But as far as paint job goes, as far as glitter goes, as far as sculpt goes, I'm very happy with this figure. He is awesome. Super awesome. So as an addendum, one thing I really wanted to point out is that this is exactly the G1 Starscream I've always wanted. Again, like I said, I got the red ones and I was like, just wanted to put out there, like, this is extremely G1. I think you G1 fans are really going to be stoked on this once you get them in. So, that's my little write-up of Starscream. Alright. We are done. Very simple figure, very clean figure, very smooth. But not in a way that I felt like I got, like, gypped. You know what I mean? Or that I got, like, a runaround. Like, it's light, but it's also, like, pretty heavy. Good figure. Honestly, like, very happy with this one. It kind of makes me want to go out and get the Bonsaitron and get another weird Transformer, honestly. But I'm happy I got my Starscream in. I also got this Surfing Optimus Prime. Might do one of those a little later. But really, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this. I hope you really appreciated it and maybe it inspired you to go grab a Starscream of your own. Tell me about his favorite Transformer in the comments, of course, but really, I want you to share this with somebody who loves Transformers. As much as you do, as much as I do. Let's get the word out, and let's get some more toy art into the lives of everyone else. Until the next time, y'all take care.